I'm Jeremy Moore, the fire chief, and so it is my great privilege to be here and visit with you guys today and anybody else. Come on in who wants to join us. I'll talk just a little bit about our fire department, and since you guys are somewhat new to the community, I'd let you know that our fire department not only comes to your house and puts out fires, but we also are the EMS provider. So if you have a need for an ambulance in the city of Broken Arrow, that's also us. Hopefully you never do. Hopefully you never have to have us out for a fire or an emergency medical situation, but if you do, it's a one-stop shop. 911 gets you the Broken Arrow Fire Department, and under my umbrella and my assistant chief, Chief Stewart, who's here, we manage all of the fire personnel and all the emergency medical personnel in the city. Our entire department is cross-trained with firefighters and paramedics, and so they do both jobs. Can you hear me okay in the back? All right. They do both jobs, so we have the wonderful opportunity to serve our citizens, and really fighting fires and providing emergency medical care is the baseline for what we do. We really believe we're here to improve the quality of life for all of our citizens. So if there's a way we can help you, let us know. And I'll hit on some of our major initiatives here. So our mission is to serve others. We are here for you for whatever that may need. We try to create an environment both with our personnel and with our citizens that is open and honest and respectful, and it's all on a foundation of service. We're just wanting to try to take care of those that live and work and play here in Broken Arrow. So let me talk a little bit about, since we've got a lot of homeowners here and you guys are new, about outdoor burning. All outdoor burning in the city of Broken Arrow is actually illegal, but there are a couple caveats that you're allowed to have some outdoor fireplaces, some outdoor fire features, and we'll kind of go over there. This is a very common topic of what can I have and what can I not have and what can I do and how can I do it. So we'll kind of hit the highlights, and then if you again have any questions, the phone number for my office will be up here, and we'll be able to come out to your house and provide you some additional information. So first of all, we ask that we want everybody to be safe. A fire that doesn't occur is way better than one that occurs and we have to come put out. So we want our folks to be safe. Follow the manufacturer recommendations on the things you buy. They actually will sell stuff at Lowe's and Home Depot, and other retailers may actually sell something that's illegal in the city of Broken Arrow. So if you're thinking about making a purchase of an outdoor fireplace or something like that, check with us and we'll be able to guide you on what that looks like. But we always want these devices used in a safe way. Make sure you're using the appropriate things. If it's meant to burn combustible materials like firewood, make sure that that's what you're using it for. But if it's a gas fireplace and it's not meant to burn those, don't do that, whether it's inside your house or outside. We want to make sure you're using it as it's intended to be used. Also, this seems like common knowledge, but don't leave a fire burning if you're not going to be there. We want to make sure that if you do have an appropriate legal outdoor device, or even your fireplace inside your home, make sure you extinguish that. And of course, candles are a frequent occurrence for us. Be cognizant of where that smoke might be going. Smoke can not only be a nuisance, it can also be a health problem. So you want to really be thinking about what is the smoke doing and how is it affecting my neighbors as you guys have these types of outdoor fireplaces. One of the acceptable types is a gas-fueled, whether it's propane or natural gas. You're allowed to have a decorative kind of outdoor ambiance set with a fireplace that operates on gas. They don't put off any sparks and very little smoke, if any, and so those are an acceptable situation. If you do have a outdoor fireplace of some type that is using combustible, such as wood, it has to have a spark arrestor on it. You can't let the sparks go up, go over to the neighbor's house, go into the grass, go into the trees. The wood shakes shingles. We have houses with wood shingles and so forth. You got to make sure that you have a spark arrestor over any kind of outdoor fireplace that you may have. If you have questions about these kind of features, please contact our offices. Make sure we're being kind of cognizant of that. If we get called for it, we may come out and ask you to extinguish it if it's illegal. We may come out and extinguish it if it's illegal. And if it becomes a problem, we even have the ability, I've got a guy over here who can write tickets. So hopefully that won't be an occurrence. But we're glad to come out and prevent a fire. Again, a fire prevented is way better than a fire extinguished. But you can call our office and we'll come out and visit with you about it. The next thing I want to talk a little bit about is the other side of our house. 77% of what we do are actually medical emergencies. So while we're the fire department and we'll come put out fires, and we put out car fires and dumpster fires and house fires and those types of things, 77% of what we do is actually come out and take care of patients. We take care, car wrecks, someone's having chest pain, a diabetic emergency, a slip and fall. That's a lot of what we do. But a big portion of deaths occur from cardiac arrest. Someone had a heart attack. And the best way to save someone who's having a heart attack is CPR. So we encourage all of our citizens to learn CPR and download an application for your phone called PulsePoint. And if you want to take your phone and point your camera right up there at that black squiggly thing, it will actually take you to a website for PulsePoint if you'd like to download that. And what PulsePoint does is everybody in here is Chief Stewart and I are trained in CPR. And we encourage everybody in here to learn CPR as well. But I don't know if somebody in that next room needs CPR. Well, PulsePoint will alert me and any citizen who has PulsePoint. It will alert you that you've been trained in CPR, and it actually gives little reminders of how to do CPR on the app for your phone. So if somebody in the next room went down and needed CPR, I would get an alert on my phone and I would go, I've got to go, you guys have the rest of the day off, I'm going to go over and give CPR. And so I could initiate that action, because for every minute that somebody doesn't get CPR when they're in cardiac arrest, their chances of survival go down by 10%. Bystander CPR is very, very important to us, and it's something we encourage every citizen to learn and do and download PulsePoint. If you have an organization, your neighborhood, your HOA, your business, your work group would like us to teach a CPR class, we do that. And again, you can point your phone right at that little black squiggly line thing and sign up. That'll take you to a website where you can sign up for a CPR class. So again, we encourage everybody to consider that, do that. We know that saves lives, absolutely. Smoke detectors. Just a few minutes ago, Channel 6 was here and I got to do an interview, so look for me tonight on TV talking about smoke detectors. It's paramount that everybody have a working smoke detector in their home. No matter where you live, no matter what it is, you want to make sure you have a working smoke detector. If you don't have a smoke detector, we would be glad to come, and we will also check your batteries, change your batteries, and it's something that we're very adamant about, because we know that 3/5 of deaths that occur in the United States are for houses that don't have a working smoke detector. So it's really important that you check them every month. Beep, beep, beep. Check them every month and then change batteries in them. Even if you have a hardwired system, change batteries in them, all 5 of them, every 6 months. Another program that the Broken Arrow Fire Department has, I did mention that 77% of what we do are ambulance rides, or taking people to the hospital by the ambulance, and we hope nobody ever has to use an ambulance. Life Ride is a way to pay for the ambulance before you ever have to use it. And it's $5.45 on your utility bill, so like on your water bill. Yeah. And if you ever have to use an ambulance, I say if you ever use an ambulance in the next 20 years, this is a cheaper way of paying for it. Because an ambulance ride is somewhere between $1,000 and $2,000, usually around $1,500 is what it costs for an ambulance ride. And if you're a member of the Life Ride program, we will not invoice you for whatever amount that your insurance company doesn't pay. This, being a member of this program, means we will absorb those costs in the city. So it's $5.45 a month. It's eligible for every resident, and even people that live outside the city limits but within the Broken Arrow Fire Department's ambulance response area. We still encourage people to participate in that. It's just a cheaper way to paying for it if you ever think you're going to need it.
Is there a phone number?
Is there a phone number? You can call that same number and we'll get you directed to the right place. Okay. But just ask about Life Ride. Again, you can point your phone to that and it will take you straight to the website if you want to. That shows you exactly information about it, but it's a good program to help defray those costs if you ever believe you're going to need an ambulance. Thank you so much for coming today on behalf of the city, and if there's anything we can do to make your residency here in Broken Arrow better, we'd love to do so. So come by our booth and pick up a hat, or just come by and see us and we'll answer any other questions.